I see on your finger you have a Chicago Cubs ring.
Yeah, I'm really proud of that. So
what's happening there?
So that was A ball, we'd say, Class A with the Cubs. We won a championship. That was 1986.
All right,
1986.
So spoiler alert,
Yes.
you played professional baseball.
I did. Yes,
Yeah.
I did for about 7 years.
That's cool.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah.
It was very cool, Yeah.
And hard to achieve, too. So explain us,
Yes.
I imagine you grew up playing baseball, right? Did you always have dreams of the big leagues? Was that a reality? Was it a pipe dream?
It was a little bit of both. I mean, being younger and being a kid, we used to get, so the Cubs would come on Channel 9 in Chicago, and they played all day games. So we would run home from school and catch the last couple innings at 3:00 because all the games start at 1:00, home games. So, I mean, we grew up with the Cubs. We were a Cubs fan, not a Sox fan.
Yeah, of course.
I mean, the Ernie Banks, Billy Williams, and Don Kessinger, Glenn Beckert, all those guys, they were us, and we would, in the yard, think we were those guys. Billy Williams, we were making fantastic catches, thinking we were Billy Williams, you know? And it was great. He ended up being a coach for the Cubs, a minor league coach. I got to meet him, hang out with him, and
wow, talk about
Billy
full
Williams.
circle.
Yeah.
Did you tell him, hey, I grew up pretending to be you?
Most definitely.
Yeah.
Most definitely. He appreciated it.
Yeah.
So the Wrigley home game started at 1?
Yeah, they had no lights. They didn't have lights. So all the games were day games.
What year was this?
Up until I want to say 80 something. Maybe
I did
late
not
80s.
know
Was that common in professional baseball that stadiums didn't have lights?
No.
This was specific to Wrigley.
Yes, well, Wrigley was the only field and the last field, of course, to have no lights for a long time.
Right.
And they just forbid it, kind of. They just didn't want to get rid of the character of Wrigley Field,
I totally
which was all day
understand that.
games.
Yeah.
But to players, that's hell, man, playing all day games at home.
Yes.
And then when you're traveling, you're
1:00?
playing all night games,
Yes,
right?
Yes. So anyway,
That's got to be a fascinating childhood memory.
They did not
Yeah.
have a night game until July of 1988 at Wrigley Field.
1988. See, late 80s. Yeah, late 80s.
Wow.
Yeah.
I did not know that. So Fenway is actually America's oldest ballpark, but Wrigley's second.
Yeah, you might be right. You might be right.
I'm pretty sure.
Probably. I think Camden Yards
you're
is up there too, right? Or maybe I'm making that up. But I'll find out.
I think
Well, they have a new
they have
stadium.
a
I
new
mean, that's
stadium.
a
Baltimore,
yeah.
So were you above average talent from youth in baseball?
I would say I was.
Yeah. I mean, there's nothing wrong with that. I mean, be like, I was
I'd
always
say I
kind of the
was.
best player on the team. And
Yeah, for the most part, I mean, it started coming out in my junior, senior year in high school, Basketball was my thing. I thought I was going to be in the NBA, first of all.
many professional athletes say this,
Yeah.
where they ended up playing pro in the sport that they didn't think they were
Yeah.
And when I got to high school and started seeing, kids coming out of 8th grade who were 6 feet, 6'1", and I'm still my 5'6" little self. But baseball took over and started seeing scouts come into the game and found out, hey, they're watching you, It's like, okay, I must be pretty decent.
So you were in the Cubs organization in the 80s?
Yes, from I got drafted in 84 and was traded in 89 to the Texas Rangers organization, played one more year with them.
What was that like, getting that call for a draft? I mean, I imagine it's not the same as the draft is now, but,
Yeah, it was amazing. I mean, I knew something was going to happen, in talking with, scouts who would come to watch. So I knew I would go somewhere. I thought maybe I was going to go to the Cincinnati Reds. I went to Cincinnati and kind of went to the stadium and hung out with some of their administrative folks and talked about what it was like to be in the organization. And I thought I'd go pretty high with Cincinnati. Ended up going to Chicago and to the Cubs, which I had no idea was even possible. And that
Especially
just
being
flipped my whole world.
Yeah.
I mean, we used to go to Wrigley Field as a kid. That was our summer trip.
Yep.
Filling up the Chrysler station wagon and with, 20 kids in the station wagon going to Wrigley Field,
This was, to clarify, this was AAA, but it's still pro.
AAA, yes. Played a year in AAA in Iowa. They were in Des Moines at that point. I think they
Did
still
you
are.
ever play in a big league game? Like getting at bat?
I can't say an official big league game. I played in a spring training game,
Gotcha.
a couple games with the Rangers,
Yeah.
big league games.
I'll take it. That's pretty
Yeah,
impressive.
it's 1-for-1.
Yeah.
You know.
That's probably 1% of the population who's gotten to do that. So
Yeah.
yeah.
How was that mentally not getting called up? Was it like shit? Like I got so far. Like AAA is. That's it. There's one. That's the next
Right,
step is
right.
the major league.
It is. That's a great question. I think when I was in it, there was a time where I felt like, wait a minute, you know, I should be in the big leagues, to be honest with you. And I mean, I had a lot of players that I played with. They were like, man, what are you doing down here? It's in AAA. Like, what are you doing here? You know, these are like big leaguers. So what are you doing down here kind of thing? You know, I don't know. I'm trying to make it, you know? And so my year with the Rangers, I played second base, and I played second base most of my
I knew you were
career with the
second. I was
Cubs.
just going to say, can I guess your position?
And-
I was going to say second base.
Yeah, I had a decent year, and I thought maybe I might get the call because they traded for me. And Juan Samuel was a second baseman. I don't know if that rings any bells, but he was a pretty dynamite player. And so not getting the call that year, it really made me like evaluate my life to some degree, and some things were converging at that point, you know, real personal things in my life. You know, I was married, and that was starting to go
South.
elsewhere. South is right.
Say no more.
You know,
Say no more.
yeah.
I get it.
You know, and so we had a son about a year and a half, and I'm thinking, wow, what's going on with life for me? So things are changing, you know, because now my contract has run out with the Rangers, and so I have to like find a job, if you will. I have to find a baseball job.